Good morning all. Today's topic is front of leg and extensor retinaculum. Front of leg, it is divided into three compartments by interosseous membrane, anterior and posterior intermuscular septas. Compartments are anterior compartment, posterior compartment and lateral compartment. In this diagram we can see this is interosseous membrane, this is anterior intermuscular septum and this one is posterior intermuscular septa. So these septas and membrane gives anterior, lateral and posterior compartments. Now some details about anterior compartment of leg. Anterior compartment intervenes between the interosseous membrane and deep fascia of the leg, bounded medially by extensor surface of tibia, laterally by extensor surface of fibula and anterior intermuscular septum. So in this diagram we can again see this is anterior compartment of leg. Contents of anterior compartment. Contents are 4 extensor muscles. Number 1 muscle is tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus and peroneus tertius. Anterior tibial vessel, deep peroneal nerve, great saphenous vein and superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. In this diagram we can see this is tibialis anterior, this is tibia, this is common peroneal nerve, extensor digitorum longus, extensor hallucis longus, peroneus tertius. Cutaneous nerve supply of front of leg. In upper part, laterally by lateral cutaneous nerve of calf, medially saphenous nerve, lower down superficial peroneal nerve and in foot lateral part by sural nerve. Deep fascia, it gives superior extensor retinaculum and inferior extensor retinaculum. Superior extensor retinaculum bounded laterally by anterior border of fibula. In this diagram we can see this is superior extensor retinaculum bounded laterally by anterior border of fibula and medially split to enclose tendon of tibialis anterior, anterior border of tibia above medial malleolus. And inferior extensor, this is inferior extensor retinaculum, forms a Y-shaped band in front of ankle. Stem of Y form anterior part of upper surface of calcaneum and stem of Y attached with anterior part upper surface of calcaneum. Upper limb of this inferior extensor retinaculum attached with tibial malleolus and lower limb blend with plantar aponeurosis. Now structures under the retinaculum from medial to lateral. Tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, anterior tibial artery, deep peroneal nerve, extensor digitorum longus and peroneus tertius. Some details about tibialis anterior. This is tibialis anterior, originates from upper 2/3 of lateral surface shaft of tibia and some part of interosseous membrane overlying deep fascia of upper part of leg. Origin of tibialis anterior. This tibialis anterior inserted over at cuneiform bone. So In this diagram we can see insertion of tibialis anterior. It pierces superior extensor retinaculum, embraced by inferior extensor retinaculum and inserted into inferomedial side of base of first metatarsal, and adjacent cuneiform bone, and nerve supply of tibialis anterior is deep peroneal nerve. Actions. Main action of tibialis anterior is dorsiflexion. It is inverter of foot and it maintains medial longitudinal arch of foot. Dorsiflexion, inversion of foot, and it maintains medial longitudinal arch of the foot. Next muscle is extensor digitorum longus. Originates from upper 3/4 medial surface shaft of fibula. Origin of extensor digitorum longus, upper 3/4 of medial surface of shaft of fibula, and small area on the lateral tibial condyle across superior tibiofibular joint, interosseous membrane, anterior intermuscular septum, and overlying deep fascia. Insertion of extensor digitorum longus. On the dorsum of foot, tendon of this muscle is split into 4 digital slips for insertion into lateral 4 toes. Above metatarsophalangeal joint of second to 4th toes, the tendon of extensor digitorum longus join laterally with the lateral 3 digital slip of extensor digitorum brevis and form digital dorsal expansion. These are digital dorsal expansion, and this is extensor digitorum brevis. Action of extensor digitorum longus is it dorsiflex the foot at the ankle joint and dorsiflex the lateral 4 toes. Nerve supply by deep peroneal nerve. Extensor hallucis longus origin from middle to 4th of medial surface of shaft of fibula, medial to extensor digitorum longus, and from interosseous membrane. Origin of extensor hallucis longus, middle to 4th medial surface shaft of fibula. Insertion into the base of terminal phalanx of grade 2 without forming dorsal digital expansion. Nerve supply by deep peroneal nerve, and action it dorsiflex the grade 2, increase the concavity of medial longitudinal arch. Next muscle is peroneus tertius. Peroneus tertius originate from lower 1/4 of medial surface of shaft of fibula, and it is inserted over dorsal surface base of 5th metatarsal bone, and action is dorsiflexion of ankle joint, and it is weak everter of foot. Anterior tibial artery, artery of front of leg. It is terminal branch of popliteal artery, arises between two head of tibialis posterior, and from oval gap above interosseous membrane. It appears in the extensor compartment, lies in middle of medial and lateral malleolus, continuous as dorsalis pedis artery on the dorsum of foot. So this is anterior tibial artery. Branches of anterior tibial is posterior tibial recurrent, anterior tibial recurrent, some muscular branches, and medial malleolar and lateral malleolar branches. Fractures of the neck of fibula, it causes foot drop. Paralysis of the muscle of the anterior compartment of leg due to injury to deep peroneal nerve result in loss of power or dorsiflexion of the foot. As a result, the foot is plantar flexed. The condition is called foot drop. This is usually caused by injury or disease of the common peroneal nerve due to trauma, leprosy or peripheral neuritis. Sensory loss is confined to first interdigital cleft. Shin splints. Tibialis anterior strain caused due to traumatic injury or athletic overextension of muscles of anterior compartment. Pain in the area of distal two-thirds of tibia. Anterior leg syndrome. Excessive accumulation of tissue fluid in the anterior compartment of leg caused due to marked exertion. Increased fluid pressure causes deep etching pain in the anterior compartment, becomes severe in dorsiflexion of foot. Arterial pulsation of dorsal pedis artery disappears and loss of